The new year means new goals. Proven Fitness Savannah has the facility and high-level coaching to help you see your fitness goals flourish in 2026. Stop by and see us at 7602A Waters Avenue or check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Welcome into a Watch BC Sports presentation of Benedictine Soccer here as your Cadets take on the New Hampstead Phoenix this evening. A beautiful night for soccer here in the city of Savannah. So glad to have you guys alongside as a little derby day, crosstown rivalry here between the Cadets and the Phoenix. Both teams in good form as of late. You have New Hampstead, winners of their last two in region play, and BC coming in with just 2 losses on the season by 2 total goals, one out of region at Glen Academy. And then last time we were here, lost a 1-0 heartbreaker there to Wayne County. But since then, 3-0 all in region play, 2 wins, one at Warner Robins 7-2, one at Ware County 4-1. And then back on the 6th, took down Perry 3-2 at home. So BC currently sitting atop of the region at 4-1, 7-2 overall. And coming in tonight with a chance to improve that. Both teams getting ready here for the pregame prayer and the national anthem. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back with the first half coverage here of Cadets and Phoenix.
I'm Kenny Granger from Cash and Carry. We're a family-owned business right here in Savannah. We have sections of vehicles that really make it all simple. You'll get a printout of where the vehicle's at, the color of the vehicle. We really want them to be able to come in the yard and find out right where they need to be. The average savings would be at least 70, 80, could be even 90% compared to original manufactured parts. So you can come to a place like Cash and Carry and find the parts that you need at an extremely reasonable price. We'd love for you to come check us out.
BC Brothers Moving is Savannah's most trusted moving service. From residential to commercial to packing supplies, BC Brothers does it all. Let BC Brothers' energetic, trustworthy team wrap it, pack it, and move it for you. Check out BC Brothers online at bcbrothersmoving.com or give them a like on Facebook. Cool Vibes Pizza and Wings is one of Savannah's most popular. Could be the New York style pizza, or the pasta, or sandwiches, or wings. Whatever you choose, Cool Vibes has their own unique style. Check them out at 4501 Montgomery Street, Savannah.
Welcome back into Watch BC Sports, getting ready for the national anthem here. And then we'll have the first half between BC and New Hampstead.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the match we are about to play. Let us enter into this competition in the spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. Please bless the players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us tonight. Amen.
And a perfect night for soccer here. Caught up with head coach Charlie Moore prior to this one, and he agreed and really thinks it could be a benefit to the cadets who just last week at Ware County were playing in 93-degree weather. Makes it tough, especially for a team that doesn't like to substitute too much when the game's close. BC likes to keep the starters out there, let them keep their rhythm, but when it's really hot like that, it makes it tough. Tonight shouldn't be an issue for these guys as the cadets take the field here. And New Hampstead, again, a team in good form. They've won 2 in a row. BC's won 3 in a row. And a huge tilt tonight just in terms of top of the region. BC looking to really start separating from some of these other teams who've already taken a couple of losses, and then they've got a big one coming up at Wayne next week. We might be battling the sun here a little bit for the first few minutes of this one as we're facing directly west here at Father Albert Bickerstaff Field. But I believe sunset scheduled for 7:30. So hopefully don't have to fight it too long. As you can probably hear in the microphone, a blustery night tonight, but it's doing its job of keeping the sand gnats away. And cadets in all maroon tonight, and they'll kick it off here. And New Hampstead early. Oh, I think we had a handball. But early you see the style of attack here. 3 attackers that they're going to leave towards the top of the pitch. They'll run back a little bit in support of defense, but really an attacking style of play. They'll give up some goals, but they'll score their share as well. And BC with some nice one-touch passing here early. Good ball out. And BC, without a key piece, at least early here tonight, Parker Lewis not on the field. He is available. That's a great cross in. But the guy who's very much the stalwart at the center of the field for the cadets, not on the field, wears the number 10 for him. But guys like Mills Hollis wearing number 22, stepping up to try to fill that role. Strong pressure here early from the cadets. That's Asher Heron. He's been in really good form as of late. Griffin Robertson, he had a hat trick for JV not too long ago. As we have a throw-in for New Hampstead here deep in their territory. And there's Roberts. Nice flick on by Heron. Looking to get the cross in, deflected away. But Ben Harvey with plenty of time. And he'll play it back to Kopic. Back to John Brenton, and BC will swing it all the way around the back. Very dangerous pass. I don't think Brenton thought the striker was quite that deep. Mills to Groover. And BC will drop it off. Try to find a new angle of attack. Over to Harvey. Harvey trying to bend his way around the corner, and he does. And earns a corner for the cadets. Good ball in. Finds Brenton, but he was on his way down. And a long attempt. Goes wide, but are they going to say it was deflected? Yeah, another corner for the cadets. That was Nikos Hanks, the junior. Colt Pfeiffer out on the field as well. Again, I believe him and Parker are available if need be. Good in-swinging ball, but the keeper's there. New Hampstead with a chance to clear. A long ball gives New Hampstead an early opportunity. Ben Harvey tracking all the way back. And that one touched aside for a corner kick. So a really dangerous, deep kick from the keeper there for New Hampstead. And New Hampstead was off and running, and they'll have a chance here out of corner. Really against the run of play, BC had really settled in, was dominating possession on that side, but the keeper's got a leg like that. That can be a weapon. Again, I think BC having to settle in early here just with that high pressure from New Hampstead. BC usually just plays with a back three. They're going to have to be really on top of it tonight. You can see the wind there on that corner flag. Very breezy evening here. And Weisel out to punch it away. Heron fights and keeps possession. And BC is off and running now with their own chance at a counter. Back to Mills. And to Groover. Turns and faces. Nice ball to the outside. And I think two guys on different pages there trying to play the through ball. Again, another long one. But that time, that's a nice step by John Britton. And that's going to be a free kick for BC. The official is going to play possession, but when New Hampstead cleared it out, BC will have a chance here. Should be able to get this one in the box. Looks like it'll be Eli Saunders to send this one in. Good ball. Man running free, but just couldn't get a touch to it. That was Roberts. Good step again from the Cadets. And quickly, Harvey's in. Give it back to Heron. Keeps possession. Looks like Groover kind of playing that stopper position right now. Letting Mills head up to more of that center midfield role that you typically see Parker Lewis playing. That's a good ball in. But just couldn't get around on it. Good opportunity at the top of the box for the Cadets. New Hampstead able to track back. But a heavy touch there. Should stay with New Hampstead. Nice step by Kopic there. Oh, and a nice touch there by Heron. And he's on the attack. Gets past the first man. Has the other one on his back heels. Plays it in. There's Mills. Good shot on goal. Asher Heron still there. Nice bike. And a great save there by the keeper. Keeper was on his game early there. Great shot by Mills Hollis. And an even better play there by Asher Heron. But again, keeper on top of it here early. BC making them work. Got to bury some of those, though. We saw against Wayne what happens when you let a team hang around. Substitution here early for New Hampstead. Harvey settles in possession. Back to Kopic. Gives it back. Good combination play early for the Cadets. There's Mills. Just looking for the key that'll unlock that first goal. Saunders plays it out wide. Big in-swinging ball, man, there. Oh, just couldn't get enough of a foot on it. Good attacking play early. That was to Tomaso. BC back in possession, but they get shoved off. Earn it back. That'll head out of bounds for a throw. Long throw goes off the head of a New Hampstead player. Roberts comes down with possession. Over to Parker. Gives it to Mills. Plays it into Groover. And Harvey's got plenty of time and space. Trying to find it. Oh, again, another touch. Just not the right one. And keeper with another great save. They just keep forgetting about Harvey on that right side. Another long kick. Tough play. Goes off Saunders. Back to Brenton. And BC will clear. Hollis does well to keep possession. Good ball up the sideline to Parker. But weird touch. Good step. And another one. BC trying to settle back into possession. But a long switch to Harvey. Takes on his man. Heavy touch. See what the official says, and she's going to point for a corner. As the sun starts to set back behind the baseball field over in the west, winds picking up, temperatures dropping. Low ball in. And now New Hampstead with a chance to counter. They'll settle back, try to play possession here. And nicely done. It's the most amount of passes New Hampstead's been able to string together here in the first 12 minutes. And able to find the feet of an attacker. Try to play it over the top. But Brenton was there. Now Hollis tries to clear, but he went over the back of the defender. So New Hampstead, after all that possession, is going to earn a free kick. And if you're New Hampstead, these are the opportunities you got to take advantage of. And towards the keeper. Oh, it was a wonderful ball, but somebody's got to get a touch to it. And neither side do, and it'll be a goal kick. Couldn't have asked for much more from the man taking the kick. BC quickly up the sideline. Saunders will carry. Finds Roberts. Great through ball. That's Heron. Cuts back. Cuts back again. Gives it to Gruber. Going to take it, but just a little off target. But good attacking play there from the Cadets. Taking advantage of their own counterattack. That one. Oh, the keeper drug his toe a little bit on the turf. And New Hampstead only clears it as far as midfield. Groover will turn and face. Finds Harvey. Some tight passing there from the Cadets. Big switch over to Hollis. To the Tomaso, who slips. And earns possession back. Big cross. Nicely cleared. BC pressuring, but New Hampstead doing a nice job of navigating it. And Thomas will take it off of him finally. Works his way around the man. And he gets a shot off. He's a guy who's shown a knack for finding the back of the net here early this season. Good step by Kopic. Again, Harvey just left completely alone. Gives it back to Groover. Kopic with plenty of time. Big switch. Great ball. Lays it off for Hollis, who's going to have it. Just a little bit of a worm burner there. Keeper escorts it out of bounds, and it'll be a goal kick. But, again, good stuff from the Cadets. Just looking to get that first one on the board. Longer you let teams hang around, that confidence starts to build. Over to Harvey. Great ball through. This is Heron. Still in possession. Gets it back to Groover. And a nice step from the defender, sacrificing his body. And they cleared as far as Heron. And it's going to go for a goal kick. Asher Heron, dangerous. Keeper trying to find his attacker, but Harvey intercepts. Nice header over to Groover. Kopic give it right back. They've laid off a Harvey. And out of bounds for a goal kick. Nicely defended. Wonder if Harvey will start pulling some of those sooner, but you need men crashing into the box if you're going to cross. New Hampstead content to leave him alone. And a bad ball. BC with some good disciplined pressure there. Harvey keeps possession. Gives it back to Groover, who's all over the place. Hollis in the middle of the field. Back out to Harvey. And that one just a little bit soft. New Hampshire trying to navigate this BC pressure, but they do not. Thompson looking to get across, but he pulls it back to Roberts. Griffin can't hold on to it. And a big slide tackle there. It's going to go as a foul. Ref keeps his cards in his pocket. Sophomore there. We're in 19 for the Cadets. And now New Hampstead with a chance to get out of their own end. Good step. But straight to a Phoenix. That's going to go out of bounds for a New Hampstead throw, and they'll take this opportunity to sub. So it's going to be the left wing. As the sun starts to settle back in over the horizon. Quick throw down the sideline, but BC intercepts. And a good clearance chases New Hampstead all the way back across onto their half. Intercepted by Heron. Looking to switch it. But instead gives it back to Hollis, who gives it back right back to Heron. And Parker Lewis has checked in. Curious what his usage looks like. As BC gives it away, and now the chase is on. But good defending, forces a bad pass, and BC quickly back on the attack. Plenty of space. Big switch to Harvey, who settles it. To Kopic. Back to Groover. Lewis in the match. So Heron back to Hollis. Over to Thomaso. Good move. Just got to get it across. Lays it off. Good physical play there from Groover. Good cross, but the keeper there. Excuse me, that was Saunders all the way up from his left back position. Lewis with his first touches of the game. Over to Harvey. To Groover. Back to Harvey. And Harvey's in. Good cut. Dangerous stuff from Fort Early. So Harvey draws in a couple defenders. Heron turns and faces, plays it into Groover. Again, BC just needs that one run. Oh, good move by Lewis. Pulls the trigger. And it's in. Immediate impact from Parker Lewis. Just found that bottom left corner and slotted it in. Keeper got a hand to it, but just enough power behind it to get into the back of the net, and the Cadets here with 17:27 to go in the first half take a 1-0 lead. And how about that from a guy you rely so much on? Again, it's high school sports, so we don't get an injury report, but Lewis not in the starting lineup tonight, and he's such a key cog. You got to imagine it was something injury or illness related, but back in the match. An immediate impact on his first few touches of the game. And late offsides call. Official finally looks over and sees his side judge. Goals have a habit of opening up a game. New Hampstead now going to have to commit some more resources forward. You wonder if they're trying to play that Wayne model where you just sit back, plays great defense, and then just hope for that one opportunity. But now BC is going to force them to put their cards on the table a little bit. Nice turn there by Mills. Groover been dangerous tonight. And again, Harvey left wide open, but plays it quickly back here to Kopic. Gives it right back. Good ball in. Just a little long. And that's going to go off of a New Hampstead player, but ball slowed down enough to stay in bounds. As far as Eli Saunders, who off the side of his foot plays the ball out of bounds. Heron going to come back with possession. Looking for a through ball. That's a great one. And forces the defense to play it out for a corner. That was DeTomaso making a big run. Be Heron to take the corner. A little bit low. But BC able to fight back and win it. Heron in possession. Lays it off for Groover. Oh. Thought he had one through the wickets, but nicely defended. And a really good run here from New Hampstead. But Brenton steps up. New Hampstead looking for an answer here. So we have 26 minutes gone here in the first half. Good ball in. And a wonderful slide tackle. Oh. And he got all ball, but official says it was enough to warrant a foul. No card. But looked like a lovely tackle there from Mills. New Hampstead going to take this opportunity to move their line up. Wonder if they're going to try to get this one in on goal. Long one. Dangerous. Woo. I was heading to the top corner, but Ben Weisel does a nice job. And we have a young man from New Hampstead down in the box, but he hops up. Nice ball. Heron fighting to keep possession, but just really strong defense. And now DeTomaso steps around a man. Keeps fighting through. Falls to his feet. A nice turn defensively. Going to earn a foul call and should alleviate the pressure for now. Very improved New Hampstead program. Again, a winning record so far this year. Won 2 in a row in region play. Good ball. Another good ball. Got to get a foot off, and they do. But the keeper with a really nice job in positioning. Able to see it through the crowd. But Parker Lewis with another impact there. Long kick from the keep. Good step. And Mills Halls will earn it back, but deflection gives it back to New Hampstead. They're going to try to play quickly in, but John Britton right where he needs to be. Nicely stopped by DeTomaso. Heron gives it back to him. He's still fighting in. Oh, what a save. Seemed like the ball was duct taped to Parker DeTomaso's foot. Tried to find the bottom corner, but the keeper does a nice job tracking across and made a good save. As they're going to give Ben Harvey a wrist, as Abdul will come in. Check back. Abdul heads back to the sideline, and Landon Cummings will step on instead. They'll send Michael Groover over to the right. So, some positional changes here. I think Harvey just had a lot of running to do here early, giving him a little bit of a breather. As that ball comes down to Parker Lewis's right foot. Tries to step through a man, but can't quite. As Kopic intercepts it. Trying to get it across, and that's deflected. Stays inbounds. Good left-footed shot, but just off. And that was Hanks. So it looks like, BC is going to switch DeTomaso over to the right. Hanks is going to go play left wing. And it looks like DeTomaso is going to play where Harvey was. Again, Harvey really busy here. Just curious if he needed a breather. Good step by Groover. He's been strong early here. And he's going to earn a foul. BC play quickly here. Or they set up and try a free kick. Parker Lewis. Looks like he's going to handle the duties. And BC is going to set up for a set piece. Quickly in. Nice jumping header there defensively. Comes down to the feet of Mills Hollis. Plays it back to Parker Lewis. Nicely done. All the way over to Hanks, but they're going to say he was offsides. And the official finally sees it. Just a tad early. Less than 9 minutes to go here in the first half. BC with a Parker Lewis goal within the first couple of minutes of him coming into the game. And that's the difference here early. BC earns possession back. Finds the foot of Parker Lewis. He gets it through to DeTomaso. Parker to Parker. Another great cross. BC just looking for that final touch. That one deflects off of Groover, but stays with New Hampstead. Oh, and a chance there for New Hampstead, but just couldn't get it past Britton. Now Lewis will send Hanks on. He plays a huge switch to DeTomaso, but just didn't get enough on it to bend it. Nicely dodged there by the official. Good touch. But a wild pass just kind of plays out in the middle of everything. And Britton had some work to do. BC still not clear. But finally, Britton does clear it and finds the feet of Mills Hollis. Gets it to Hanks. Hanks going to run to grass. He's got options, but plays it in to Parker Lewis, who just can't get it back across, but ball comes right back to him. To Groover. Touches it over to Hanks. Back to Hollis. Nice little turn. Gives it back to Hanks. Heron's waiting in the middle. Two men there. And somehow he still has the ball. Still trying to get it across. Finally cut away there by New Hampstead. But immediate pressure from BC. Somehow able to get it free. But Cummings is there. Lewis to Groover. Over to Parker waiting on the wing. Big cross in. Hollis to Lewis. Oh, tried to go give and go, but New Hampstead read it. These long balls just not giving BC too much trouble. Nice touch by Groover around a New Hampstead player. And they'll go all the way back to Ben Weisel in the goal. To Brenton. And Groover can turn and run here. So Thomaso can turn and run here. No one there for New Hampstead. Into Lewis. That one deflected away, but only as far as Mills Hollis. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Big cross in. Heron, running back stick, but just a hair too far. It's a good ball in. And it looks like it's Harvey checking back in as Mills Hollis heads out. Check that. Griffin Roberts checking back into the game. Kobe plays it out of bounds. And New Hampshire with a chance here with less than 4 minutes to go here in the first half. They'll substitute. As the clock ticks under 3 minutes to go here. New Hampshire with a chance. And they're going to call a foul on BC, saying the defender went through his back. So this is a dangerous opportunity here from a set piece. BC with a size advantage, but anything can happen if you swing it in at the feet. Played right in at the keeper, though. Easy as he wants. Wise will play this one long. And that one hits the ground. No one touched it. To Thomaso running. I think people just underestimate his speed because he does a great job, and really good ball in there to Asher Heron. Heron across. Oh, man. Someone take the cover off the goal because that one deserved to be in. Don't know if DeTomaso meant to play that ball to Heron, but that was a wonderful ball. Him and Hanks will swap sides again. No substitution for the Cadets. Roberts heads it over, trying to find a Thomaso, who he does. Heads it back to Cummings, but Cummings, a little bit of a heavy touch, but works his way back to it. Nicely done. Groover, a little give and go potentially, but they go find the feet of Parker Lewis. Lewis still in possession. To Groover. Roberts back to Lewis. To Hanks. Back to Kopech. Back to Hanks. Nice move by Hanks. Good step over. And another one. Just held on to it for a beat too long. Give it right back to him, though. And Kopech will step around. And Hanks gets cleared out there. And Asher Herring going to be called for a foul, but I don't know. It's questionable. And it looks like New Hampstead will slow play this one. About 10 seconds to go here in the half. Don't need to do a lot with it. Yeah, I don't even know if they'll get this one off. So, an interesting first half. The Cadets dominate possession, have a lot of shots on goal, but just one goal to show for it, a Parker Lewis goal back around the 22nd minute of the match and almost immediately after he came into the game. And that's the difference right now. We got 10 minutes of halftime. We'll come back. Second half coverage here from Father Albert Bickerstaff Field of the Cadets against New Hampstead here in a big region tilt.
When it comes to blocking all the obstacles that life throws your way, let Bernard Williams and Auto Owners Insurance help you dodge the hits, analyze the playing field, and run the ball all the way home. We shield you so you can have peace of mind when it comes to auto, home, life, or business insurance. As one of the oldest and most respected independent insurance agencies in the Southeast, we know what it means to stand behind the people we protect head on. Trust in the power of the shield since 1934. For more information, go to thepoweroftheshield.com.
Criminal defense, family law, child custody, DUI, and divorce. When so much is on the line, you need expert legal representation. The one to call is Savannah's own Jonathan V. Dunn, PC, attorney at law. Voted the Thomson Reuters super lawyer consecutively since 2023 and an Avo top attorney rating of 9.7. You can count on Jonathan V. Dunn to leave no stone unturned to deliver the justice you seek. Contact 912-200-9352 or online at jvdattorney.com.
The new year means new goals. Proven Fitness Savannah has the facility and high-level coaching to help you see your fitness goals flourish in 2026. Stop by and see us at 7602A Waters Avenue or check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Welcome back in to Watch BC Sports as both teams head back on to the field for the second half here between the Cadets and New Hampstead. Cadets will be going right to left this half with a 1-0 lead. And second half underway. Trying to get a quick look here. Yeah, Parker Lewis still in the match. With an interesting week next week. Oh, a quick giveaway there. BC in. New Hampstead kind of caught sleeping. BC with a good opportunity there early, still in possession. Into Tomaso. Back to Lewis, who has it, but right to the keeper. Give the keeper a lot of credit. He's been Johnny on the spot a few times. Really good positioning has saved him. Given away there. Hanks in possession. Able to get it across. Still in. To Tomaso to Hanks. Swings it. Griffin Roberts is there. Nice turn. BC somehow able to keep it. Just a fiery restart here at the beginning of the second half. New Hampstead gives it away, and Heron was just about a foot off there from burying that. So a hectic restart here, for New Hampstead. Good clearance, but only as far as Hanks. Tracks all the way back. Finds Heron. Using that speed. Oh, I was looking for another touch there, but BC pulls it back to Roberts. That one deflected away. And it'll be a BC throw. Oh, good turn there by Lewis. BC trying to get some possession back. Brenton with a big swinging pass. Finds the feet of Asher Heron. Guess who's right foot? Oh, and just curls it back in towards the keeper. Great move by Heron. Even better ball there by John Brenton. Nice turn from New Hampstead. And another one. And a nice step. And yeah, DeTomaso couldn't stay on side. Wanted it just a half a second earlier. Nice step. Good header. And Lewis intercepts it. Able to slip it through to Tomaso. He's got Heron running back stick. Can't quite get it off. Stays in bounds. Looking for help. Good little cut to Groover. Gives it back to Roberts. He's going to have one, but not enough behind it to really challenge the keeper. Sends it towards the sideline, but the wing can't handle it. Nice header there. Lewis lays it off to Groover, to Roberts, to Hanks. Hanks needed help there. And a good tackle there from Roberts. Finds the feet of Lewis. And I think Lewis was kind of two minds right there. He thought about having a shot and then playing a through ball. And that's going to be a foul on Ben Harvey going the other way. Just an absolutely beautiful night here at Father Albert Bickerstaff Field. Ball played on the ground, but finds the feet of a New Hampstead player. Cleared out by Brenton. To Harvey. To Lewis, who's got a man streaking down the left side, and Asher Heron, but plays it to the right. To Tomaso. Takes the ball off of a man. Back to Harvey. And to Lewis. Right of the keeper. That's got to be close to a dozen saves tonight from the New Hampstead keeper. BC's been peppering them, but a lot of them right at them. Long kick. But Brenton puts a stop to it. And now Asher Heron in possession with a full head of steam. Cuts it back, gets clipped. Hanks comes to give him some reinforcements. Big switch over to Harvey. And off the crossbar. Just a rocket shot there from the Cadets, but off the crossbar. And I think it bounced up and hit the crossbar from, or they're going to say offsides. Okay, offsides touch. Thought it might have bounced up and hit the football crossbar too, but after that long shot, BC played one and had somebody standing offsides. Branton with a good ball. Played into Tomaso. Falls to Parker Lewis, who rips one. He goes just wide. Feels like Parker Lewis is due for another one at any moment. Started with a really nice ball from John Brenton. Long run. That's way out of bounds. Quickly, BC's back in. Hanks making the defender work. Somehow keeps possession. Still in possession. Takes 3 New Hampstead players to get it off of him. Good step by Saunders. Back to Groover. Good turn. Heron left alone, beats his man. Back across. Oh, just couldn't get enough behind it. Still in. Gosh, some dangerous play from the Cadets. Just got to bury it. Ball rattles around off 3 or 4 players. He goes out of bounds. New Hampstead going to send in 2 fresh players. As we are down to our last 30 minutes here. Again, it doesn't matter if you win by 1 or if you win by 10. These region games are so huge. Ball goes all the way back to Ben Weisel. Plays it to Saunders. Over to Brenton on the sideline. Pulls it back. And we'll reset with Weisel again. Kind of lifts it up. A weak clearance there. And New Hampstead with a chance. But that one's cleared out. And Asher Heron is off and running. Good cut. He had a few different guys waiting for him to play a through ball, but I just think, again, couldn't make up his mind. I'm curious what the call is. They're going to say offsides on New Hampstead, and it must have been just barely. BC restarts quickly. Good ball. Thomaso pulls it out, takes it back to the corner, and it's going to be a throw for the Cadets. 2 substitutes coming on again for New Hampstead. Ball played way back. Deflects off of a New Hampstead defender, but to Asher Heron. Back to Saunders. He gives it right back, and Heron's got plenty of green grass to run to. Plays it back stick. He's tried that a few times now, and just don't know if that one's there. Ball falls to the feet of a New Hampstead player. Good turn. Britton still in phase. Great ball. Still on his feet. Kopik pushes it out, but New Hampstead still with the ball. Finally cleared out. New Hampstead takes it back. That's going to go out of bounds for New Hampstead. Throw. Most dangerous attack of the night so far for New Hampstead. So they might try to get this one in the box. Long throw, deflects in, and Weisel will take his time and scoop it up. Still anyone's game. BC looking to add some insurance. Nice run. Plays it across. Deflected up and off the shoulder of a New Hampstead player, but not intentional. The Thomaso couldn't find the ball. Falls to Harvey. Harvey escorts it out of bounds for a throw. And a quick sub. It's going to be Parker to Thomaso coming out for Mills Hollis. And Nico Hanks is going to come out for Lane and Cummings. PC making another substitution. Now they're ready to go. New Hampstead upset about how long the substitution is taking. BC finally plays it in and headed out. Benton leaves it for Saunders. Finds the feet of Harvey. Hollis turns. Takes a deflection, but still finds the feet of Asher Heron. Plays it through to Harvey. Good cross, but just cut off. Goes only as far as Saunders, but kind of a weak pass in is intercepted. New Hampstead with a chance to get out and run. And just an unforced error there. Quick throw into Asher Heron. Delayed run by Harvey. Good touch. Back to Heron. Immediate pressure from New Hampstead. Good turn. Oh, my goodness. And it took the entire New Hampstead defense to stop 6 there. Really inspired stuff from Heron. Earns the corner. It looks like Harvey's kind of taken on that center attacking role as he's done his share of running tonight. And Heron's moved out to the left wing. Oh, BC with 2 men backstick, and they kind of fought for it. And it's going to be a goal kick. It's a great ball in from Asher Heron. Couple more substitutions here. I shouldn't say a couple. I think it's 4 for New Hampstead. Again, we've seen teams kind of implement this where it's like hockey line changes, but you're just keeping fresh legs on the pitch, hoping it pays off here in these last 20 or so minutes. Hollis wins possession to Groover, who finds Parker Lewis. Wonderful ball. Got to get it across to Hollis, but he waited and New Hampstead took advantage. Now they're out and running. Long ball. And Weisel off his line. Finds the feet of Heron. To Cummings. Back to Heron. Good possession here from the Cadets. And again, just leaving the wing open. And here's going to take his man on, get around him, and him. Back to Lewis. Oh, what a save! Twice! I mean, that one was destined for the back of the net twice, and the keeper dug it out both times. Parker Lewis should have a couple more goals, if not for just wonderful saves. Long kick. Good header from Brenton, but again, just a wonderful night from this keeper. Hollis, good touch, just can't get past the third one. Ball to Heron. Plays it into Hollis, and Benedictine arguing that one was timed up well, but they're going to say offsides. And again, you just think back to that Wayne County game where BC had plenty of shots on goal, plenty of great opportunities, but just got goalied in that one. And tonight, almost an equally good performance from the keeper for New Hampstead. BC feels like they should probably be 4 or 5 goals up right now, but the keeper keeping New Hampstead in this one. Just can't get frustrated if you're BC. Keep pounding on the door. Eventually it'll open. Heron again. Again, no one's been able to run with him. Cuts through 3, 4 guys. Finally, the 5th one takes it away. Heron pokes it away. And BC gives a gift to New Hampstead there. But they played into the 18, and Weisel can take his time on this one. Really kind of a disconnect in the midfield for New Hampstead. They've got no one there, so BC can get up quickly. No one within 20 yards of Asher Heron. And he's going to play a long in-swinger. Ball back to Ben Harvey, but it was a hard pass. Cummings is there, plays it to Hollis. Hollis with a nice touch. Gets it to Heron. Heron plays it back to Cummings. Good combination play from these three. And nice ball into Groover standing by himself. To Lewis. He's going to have one. Oh. And again, just off. Ben Harvey's going to check out. And to Tomaso will take over that center forward role. Good turn. But good defense from Groover there. BC looking to find possession. Good ball. Hanks is out and running. Nikos pulls it back in. Great ball. Oh, right at the keeper. That was a wonderful ball from Hanks. You couldn't ask for a better play build up there for the Cadets. And Britton cuts off that attack, but can't get it past the second defender. But Mills Hollis will take over control of possession, giving it back to Cummings. He's got Asher Heron, and he finds him. And he has a couple of strikers calling for a through ball, but he'll play it back. And a great ball from Cummings finds Lewis alone in the middle of the field. And Tomaso's through. Buries it. And there's the insurance the Cadets needed. And with 14:40, it is 2-0 BC. You've been waiting on it, and finally, great through ball there from Parker Lewis to Parker to Tomaso. And he wears number 9 for a reason. It's because he's really good at finding the back of the net. And plays back in. All the way back to the keeper. Curious how New Hampstead approaches this one now. Got to start committing guys to the attack. And offside is going to be called. Can't completely abandon playing defense here, but with 14 minutes to go in the match, you got to try to get a goal on the board and make this one interesting. And so ball goes out of bounds for a goal kick, or excuse me, corner kick. Line drive right to the keeper. Dangerous ball. But somehow New Hampstead able to navigate. And that was going to roll easily to the feet of Ben Weisel, who takes his time in collecting it. Saunders will carry to green grass. To Asher Heron. Excuse me, to Tomaso. He's got Heron running, and Heron beats his man. That's a great ball, good weight on it. But Heron just leaves it stuck to his foot a little too long. And Parker to Tomaso tracking all the way back from a center forward spot, but eventually gets past him. Brenton's got to do some defending, and he does it really well. And finds the feet of an attacker. Good stuff from your center back. And now to Tomaso's in again. Oh, what a strike. And that's 2 for De Tomaso. And BC starting to roll. Picture perfect. Could have thrown it in the back of the net any better. And the more we see 9 on the field, the better he looks. We talked early this season about BC, just with some of the guys they lost from last year, just trying to find a goal scorer. And it looks like they have a really, really special one. And that one's going to be played out of bounds for a goal kick. And Asher Heron going to head to the sideline to a round of applause from the fans here. Abdul will check in. We're in number 33. Abdul with his first touches of the game. And Parker Thomas looking for his hat trick. Still running hard. And Abdul's going to win a free kick. Mills Hollis is going to, just going to set it up for Parker Lewis. Curious how much longer Lewis stays in the game. Plays it quickly across to Groover, who plays in a floater, but just couldn't get the ball back around. Nicely designed set piece. And the goal kick finds the feet of the Cadets. To Thomaso, all over the field. Back to Hanks, back to Thomaso. Looking to get across. It does to Hollis. Oh, and great defending. Hollis thought he had one lined up. It's going to go out of bounds for a corner kick. VC plays it short. Finally, they do play it in. Back stick. Just a little tall. Hollis with a couple of chances there. And there you go. Parker Lewis will check out. Again, the goal kick goes to Ben Harvey. Back to Hollis. He's got Abdul standing wide open. But he feels like he's owed a goal, and he's going to take his chances. He had Abdul standing by himself. Griffin Roberts in the game for Parker Lewis. Less than 9 minutes to go in this one. I think BC trying to get some more run for some of their starters just because next week has a weird schedule with the Cadets marching in St. Patrick's Day and the ring ceremony coming up for some of the juniors. So training could be limited next week, and BC's got a really crucial run of games coming up, including a tilt against Wayne County where BC will be looking for revenge in Jessup. New Hampstead really not committing anybody forward right now. Taking their time. Now they do. Good ball in. Comes off of Weisel's chest, and Britton's there. And that ball sneaks through. The Thomas was on his horse. Just touch it away in time to New Hampstead. And BC tried to play it quickly, but New Hampstead with a tactical substitution there. Thomaso plays it off his chest. Little give and go there with Harvey. Harvey plays it across, but hits the side netting there. barring any unforeseen result here, this should be the Cadets' 4th win in a row, 4th in region in a row. And really a team in very good form right now are the Cadets. Abdul, plenty of time here on the ball. Plays it through. And Thomas takes his time. You know, his teammates would love to see him get his 3rd. Oh, still has it. And now he's showing off a little bit. That one across. And Ben Harvey gets a well-deserved goal. And how about the play? Oh, they're going to say offsides. Oh, man. I don't know how it's offsides because it was played off of the end line. But the official sticks with the side judge's call. Foul going to be called. I think the Cadets wanted to keep possession there and keep momentum, but played quickly in. And it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. Just under 5 minutes to go in this one. And a really, really strong second half performance by the Cadets. Defensively, Ben Weisel hasn't had to do too much, but clean sheet on the board right now. Good step by Mills. They're going to call a foul. Long one forward. And they're going to say Saunders went over the back. Weisel sets up his wall. And that one through the uprights for a field goal. Weisel taking his time here as New Hampstead substitutes. And looks like he's going to send this one deep. And he does. Goes off the back of Roberts, who gets called for the foul. A little bit choppy here these last few minutes. New Hampstead just trying to get rid of the goose egg, but a nice step by Saunders. Good cut. Still has it. Tries to play it through to Tomaso, who's, again, just full sprint. He wins it. Oh, and unselfishly plays it back to Abdul. Oh, would have loved to see him be selfish there, but good chance for Abdul. And now New Hampstead on the counter, but Cummings in position. Big switch. And Kopit cuts it off. Goes out of bounds for a New Hampstead throw. And they'll substitute again. Less than 2 minutes. And Mills Hollis will check out. New Hampstead tried to give it away, but earn it back. Abdul, plenty of time. Plays it through to Thomas with a great first touch. Oh, it just sticks it wide. That was a great ball by Abdul. Last minute here. 2 to Thomaso. He turns and had one. JV took care of business earlier. 5-0 win over New Hampstead. And varsity trying to keep up the clean sheet. Abdul coming from behind, steals it. Cummings plays it into Groover. Back to Saunders. As the last 20 seconds here. Just a little bit of difference between our clock and the game clock. And that should just about do it. About 5 seconds to go. And there's the final whistle here as the Cadets get a big region win, 3-0 over New Hampstead. It was an early goal by Parker Lewis and the other Parker to Thomaso with 2 huge goals here in the second half. And the Cadets keep this win streak alive and stay atop of the region. We appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Be sure to check back in next week as we will have baseball coverage for you as the Cadets take on Wayne in a big-time region series here in Savannah. Kevin Thomas and myself will be on the call of that one. And then to wrap up the month of March, we'll have some more soccer coming your way here a little bit later in the month. For everybody that makes this possible, our friends over at Proven Fitness, I'm Christian Gokel. We appreciate you tuning in this evening, and we'll check back in with you next time.